Israel has given 37 NGOs until midnight tonight to hand over personal details of its Palestinian staff working in Gaza or face banning from the enclave. The list includes some of the world's best-known humanitarian organisations like Doctors Without Borders and Oxfam. Now, the surprise announcement has been described as outrageous by the United Nations rights chief Volker Turk. Covering the story for us is our Jerusalem correspondent, Noga Tarnopolsky. She's with me on the line now. Noga, look, good to talk to you. Just give us a sense, first of all, as to why Israel has made this announcement.
Thank you, Nadia. Israel has been on something of a warpath in recent months against all international organizations and against the UN. Remember that Israel has barred UNRWA, the UN body that has been in charge of handling almost all administrative matters relating to Palestinians for decades. Israel has banned also foreign media, specifically Al Jazeera. And so Israel is just continuing apace, but this time it will definitely face legal challenges. The Catholic Church, whose global and vast and very well-known charity, Caritas, is on this list of organizations, has already pointed out that this announcement is in breach of Israel's own law regarding philanthropy and charitable affairs. So there will be immediate appeals. It's unclear to me what Israel will be able to do in the immediate days and months. But the issue is Israel is not outright banning these organizations, but demanding information which it itself was called on to prove. Israel has accused UNRWA and Doctors Without Borders and other organizations of, in fact, all but being fronts for Hamas. Many of Prime Minister Netanyahu's ministers have flat out said that UNRWA is a terror organization and have come very close to accusing some of these other charitable organizations, specifically medical organizations, of being also all but fronts for terror. And Israel has not been able to satisfy international authorities to prove that. It has not managed to prove that a significant proportion of employees of these organizations are in fact Hamas-linked terrorists. And so now it has switched the tables and demanded that these organizations turn over all manner of private information about thousands and thousands of people. It's obviously impossible to do by midnight tonight, and it's going to face very severe legal challenges.
Yeah, and you talked about that reaction from Caritas. Give us a sense of some of the other reaction that's been coming out to this announcement.
You know, in Israel, the reaction has been, in a way, surprisingly muted. The opposition, the head of the Democrats Party, has spoken out about this, and obviously in the judicial realm. But I have to tell you that this is, in a way, a small detail of a full-blown duel taking place between the Israeli government and the Israeli judiciary. So Israelis today are not even really aware of this particular law. Instead, they're following the Supreme Court's directive, canceling a kind of a fake or secondary investigation that the government has carried out, instead of allowing an independent probe to investigate what happened on October 7th to be formed, and on and on. It's a day in which two of Prime Minister Netanyahu's ministers have openly called on the government to ignore Supreme Court rulings and act on its own. So on this sort of path towards authoritarianism inside Israel, this particular decision is getting very little attention. I doubt that that will last, because if in fact these organizations are banned and the humanitarian situation in Gaza descends rapidly or degrades rapidly, Israelis will quite rapidly become aware of what has happened.
All right, Noga Tarnopolsky talking to us there. Thank you very much indeed.